What is up, my dudes? Kevin here. We are back with a brand new Red Dead Online video, and in today's video, well, as you guys know, a huge update is coming tomorrow, February 26th for Red Dead Online, and we're going to cover everything you need to know about it in today's video. So if you do enjoy or if this is helpful, drop a like down the video and comment down below what are you most excited for in this update coming tomorrow. Besides that, subscribe to the channel, and let's get this going. So as I just stated, tomorrow we get the long-awaited update, and this update is huge compared to some past updates. This is our first big content update for Red Dead Online. In the past, we received Gold Rush and a few little tweaks and changes, but nothing that added new content or serious changes to the game. But this update changes that and has some pretty interesting stuff that I'm actually looking forward to, because I know myself and many others are pretty tired of doing the same old, and many people have actually left the game. So hopefully this brings some people back. So let's get into the facts and let's get this going. So as you guys know, earlier in the weeks, about a week or two ago, Red Dead unleashed two chunks of information. The first chunk covering a part of information regarding the update, and then later that week, another chunk. So we're going to cover both of those chunks and go briefly through it, just picking out the important parts that you guys need to know and leaving all the nonsense details out of it. So let's get this going. The first major change they're adding is player visibility. Now this basically covers the visibility of players on your map. So if they're farther away, you're not going to be able to see them anymore on your map. You can only see them within 150 meters, and if they fire their weapon, you guys will be able to see them on the map. So if they're going around shooting stuff, players will be able to seek them out on the map and whatnot. They also are going to make changes to parlays and feuds. For parlays, you can initiate a parlay after the first kill, and you guys can also initiate team death matches in a way. So if there's two posses full of different people, you guys can get a mini team death match between each other or challenge them to fight to the death. So the next section we got is bounty hunters and law balancing, and this is very similar to actually single player, as where you'll do a crime and bounty hunters will come after you. So it's going to be the same deal, except only for serious crimes. Petty crimes is like robbing a horse or stuff like that is not going to get bounty hunters after you. Now once you guys do enough crime, a bounty will be placed on your head and you will be targeted in the server. So I think this is a great change and could add a lot of value to Red Dead Online, especially if other players can actually go and attack you and collect that bounty and get some money. I think that'll be a very fun thing to add in. On top of that, they're going to be adding daily challenges to Red Dead Online that will reward you with XP, gold nuggets, or even money. And these things will include hunting, clearing hideouts, stuff of that nature, collecting herbs. We can only imagine. We'll just have to see what kind of challenges these are. But these daily challenges are going to be very good in my opinion, because it gives you something to log on for every day and complete and get a reward from, which people love. And it's pretty much a staple in every MMO. And on top of all that, there is going to be some tweaks and changes as well, such as balancing of the varmint rifle. If you guys don't know, varmint rifle is very strong. If the player does not have the ability guards to protect their head, you can pretty much just easily one-shot people in the head and aim from player to player. So it looks like they're going to balance that, and they're going to balance some other weapons as well. And on top of that, some changes to voice chat and fixing horse cargo bugs. It's just a whole bunch of little bug changes as we can expect to see, which is great news as well. So that's the first chunk of information that Red Dead Online released. I tried to keep it as simple as possible and just give you guys the main bulk of information. So let's move on to the second chunk. Now the second part that we received was a lot more game mode specific and weapon additions. So let's start this off. The first one is new gameplay, like I just said, and we can expect to see Fool's Gold, which is a free roam event. Now basically this game mode is kind of like King of the Hill overall, where players are going to get a gold suit of armor, as you can see in this picture, and they're going to have to hold that armor as long as possible and kill other players while wearing that armor. That's how they rack up points. At the end of it, whoever has the most points while wearing that armor wins the game. So it's kind of like King of the Hill, except you're wearing armor. So the next free roam addition we can expect to see is going to be fishing challenges, and I think this is great because we already have to do a ton of fishing in Red Dead Online, as you guys already know. So it's great that they're adding even more value to it, which gives us more incentive to enjoy it pretty much. Now these challenges are going to range from multiple different types. You can expect to see tournament style fishing, and they're going to provide us with everything that we need. So rod, bait, and whatnot. You're not going to have to buy anything. They will provide you that stuff when you begin these challenges, and I'm guessing you're going to compete against either other players or kind of NPCs, where you have to catch the most amount of fish in a certain amount of time, or the biggest fish in a certain amount of time, stuff like that nature. So overall, that's a great addition, guys. You can do some challenges, get some awards, get some XP, I'm sure. So that will make fishing a lot more fun. And on top of that, we got new showdown game modes, which are different from free roam, as you guys, I'm sure you know. Stuff like gun rush and whatnot. Did I call it gold rush earlier, by the way? Gold rush is the game mode from the first Red Dead. I might have got them mixed up earlier. If I did, sorry about that. But the new ones we can expect to see are Up in Smoke, Spoils of War, and Plunder. Now, they don't have any kind of explanation on what these are going to be, so you guys can kind of guess from the name. But then again, we only have one more day to wait, so might as well just find out. And on top of that, we'll see new race variations, such as target races, where basically players shoot targets from horseback to pass checkpoints as they race along a track to the finish line. So pretty much a race with violence. Next, we have new weapons that are being added, and these weapons include the Evans repeater rifle and the rare shotgun. Now, from this picture right here, I'm pretty sure this gun is in single player, but I'm not sure if this is the gun they're even talking about, but that's what I would assume. So either way, we can expect to see some new weapons added into Red Dead Online, which is exciting because myself, and I'm sure others have as well, you guys have probably bought most of the guns by now. I kind of blew all my money recently on that, so I got to farm up quickly some money before this update, but we can also expect to see new clothing and emotes. The clothing includes pretty much everything: outfits, complete outfits, presets, jackets, boots, coats, gloves, hats, vests, and more. So those are all being added in. And on top of that, which is actually my favorite part, in addition to all the clothing that will be available for purchase at your leisure, keep an eye on the shops and catalog for unique special items that will come and go, meaning there's going to be time-sensitive items added to the shop. Let's say there's a rare jacket added for only 12 hours. The players that are online for those 12 hours can buy that weapon or buy that piece of clothing and have it for themselves, making some rare items added into the game, which I love because everybody likes to walk around with something that not a lot of people have. And on top of that, guys, they're going to add in some new emotes, so that's going to be cool as well, but nothing too crazy with that. Stuff like reactions and taunts and whatnot. They're going to be adding in some early access content for PS4 players, pretty much open target races, and the jawbone knife, if you guys remember that from single player as well, which is just a cool little knife with, it just looks cool. It's made from an animal jaw. But other than that, guys, today's your last day for 20% XP, so if you want to get ready and get some levels before the update, I suggest you start leveling right now, because that's going to end right when this update comes out, as far as I know. But that about covers everything that you need to know about this update coming tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, got some information, and get to grind it before everything drops. Make sure you guys have the money and everything that you're prepared. I personally, I did it a smart way. Instead of grinding, I just saved all my treasure maps to save up before the update drops. Now all I have to do is complete them, and I'll have a couple $1,000s ready to go. But hey, that's besides the point. If you guys enjoyed it, like I said, like the video, comment down below what are you excited for in this update, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys all next time with a brand new update.